It is an honor to have a person who has worked in many countries for interfaith, who has engaged many people, many ethnicities, many religions, and who is currently, luckily, is the Consul General of United States of America, His Excellency Edgard the Kagan.
Thank you so much. It is a real honor to be here, and it's particularly an honor to be here with so many people who are so committed to the cause of interfaith harmony and understanding. I want to thank the organizers for doing me the honor of inviting me, and above all, I want to thank all of the panelists, the sponsors, and those of you who've come to listen, because I think that the number of people here and the energy in this room speaks to the shared understanding of the importance of understanding each other, of listening to each other, of valuing each other. I have served in many countries, and I have had the privilege of seeing many people who are really committed to interfaith harmony and understanding. And it is one of the great things about being in India is seeing the incredible mosaic and the texture of all the different people, the different groups that manage to live together and manage to value each other. At the same time, for us in the United States, religious freedom is a topic that is very much at the essence of our identity. And I think that's true for both Indians and Americans. But in my country's Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson wrote, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and that among these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness." Thomas Jefferson also was extraordinarily proud of the work he did to codify the Virginia Statute of Religious Freedom, which really made clear that part of the role of the state in the United States is to ensure that all people are able to worship freely and do so along the lines that they choose, not those that are determined by others. My president, my government has directed all of us to advance and defend religious freedom at home and abroad, because we all recognize that the ability to worship, the ability to practice one's religion is at the essence of being happy, of being a member of a society, and of finding value in ourselves. A big part of religious freedom is obviously not just being free to practice our own religions, it's recognizing and respecting those who practice different faiths and who are members of different faiths. And I think that we all recognize that this is sometimes easier said than done, and that all of us recognize that there are many examples, far too many, of people of different religions not recognizing, not understanding, and not showing appreciation and respect for those of different faiths. I think we've heard from some of the panelists who've said something I think very important, which is that it is very important to have faith and confidence in oneself. And my experience has been in many places that those who do not respect the religion and the rights of others often start off because they are insecure and unsure about themselves. And that what guides them is fear. Fear of those who are different, fear of the other, fear of those who have different beliefs than they do. And I think that all of us here recognize that fear is a bad counselor. All of us at times listen to our fears. All of us know that our fears are there. But I think that at least in my experience, and when I look closely at the people I respect the most, their greatest moments come when they don't listen to their fears. And for that reason, I think that at the essence of making sure that we all understand and value the other is to recognize that we should not listen to our fears and instead listen to our hopes. Listen to the belief that every person, whatever their faith, chooses to live their life according to their terms, and that we should try and learn and appreciate about the faiths of others so that we can better do justice to our own God. Now, I often hear about religious tolerance, and I feel that over the years I've come to believe that tolerance is not really enough. Tolerance suggests something that we put up with, something we don't really like, something that annoys us, but we will be magnanimous and just ignore it. But I think that's not what we want. We don't want religious tolerance. We want religious harmony. We want religious appreciation. We want to learn from others, and we want to respect them. So I feel that we must go well beyond tolerance, and that is what I like about tonight, is that this is not about tolerating one's neighbor. This is about loving one's neighbor. This is about appreciating what other faiths, other peoples bring to make us all better together. And I think that I also appreciate the commitment to service. And one thing I've been truly inspired by in my time in India, and particularly in Mumbai and in Western India, is how many people find ways to serve others, to serve something other than themselves. And I see many people around this room who I know who, to me, epitomize that respect and that value for others, where you put service to others as something that brings meaning to yourself. And I think that's something that is the essence of all of our religions. Whatever our faith, I think that every religion teaches that we should be helping others before we help ourselves. So to those who have worked so hard to make tonight possible, I would say you serve as an example to all of us. And I would say that if it is something that is at the essence of many different religions, the Bible, for instance, says, serve one another humbly in love. The Quran says, show kindness to the neighbor that is a stranger. Buddha said, give even if you have only a little. And in the Bhagavad Gita, it says, no effort ever goes to waste in selfless service. And in that spirit, let us all rededicate ourselves to continue to look for ways to serve others, to think of others, to understand others, to value others. And I want to say what a great privilege it is for those of us who get a chance to be amongst you and see what you are doing to further these incredible goals, and to show that whatever spark we light here, what we have here, lights a far greater fire that will turn all of us into people who are better at caring and thinking about others. Thank you.